Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Welcome back to Cost Field in Castleton for the North Dakota Class B East Region Softball Tournament, State Qualifier Game number 2. Game number 10 of the overall of this tournament. It's the Grafton Spoilers, the Kindred Richland Vikings. Winner will go to state. Loser will have their season end. Both come in as number 3 seeds. Grafton, the number 3 seed out of the Northeast, a loss to Northern Cass as the Jaguars walked off against them on Friday night. And then a 9-8 victory yesterday over the Hinkinson Co-op. As Grafton will look to pick up a win against a Kindred Richland team who defeated Mayport CG Hatton Northwood 3-1 on Friday night. Lost 6-0 to Central Cass last night in the semifinal. Spoilers, Vikings, coming up. This is your Irie Insurance pregame show on yourliveevent.com.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
Irie Insurance pregame show for all your insurance needs. IrieINS.com. So we get ready for state qualifying game number 2. Grafton Spoilers, Kindred Richland Vikings. We're joined here with the head coach of the Hillsborough Central Valley Borough softball, fast pitch softball team, Corey Erickson. Kind enough to join us here in between games, talk about what we just saw in that extra inning victory for Mayport CG Hatton Northwood, and look at what's coming up here between Grafton and Kindred Richland. And well, Corey, here extra innings there, and a heck of a comeback there by the Patriots in that first game we saw today.
Yeah, just a young, scrappy team there in Mayville, in Mayport rather. It's sometimes, it helps when you're a young team like that. You don't know exactly what you have to lose, and they just went out there, just played hard, got things done, and you feel for the seniors on that Northern Cass team. Know a bunch of them, great group of athletes there. That's unfortunately how sports goes sometimes.
Yeah, talking with Tim, who you obviously know well as he helped you coached in years past. Talk with him. He said, yesterday we started slow and we just said, hey, let's go bat around and get it done. And that's what they ended up doing in the late innings again here today.
Right. And you kind of wondering, watching that game, who was going to be, tighten up as those innings kind of wore on. And, you kind of expected Northern Cass, with the seniors on that team, coming out there. They helped get things done. They got some big at-bats from some of the younger players. Just again, with speed, with that speed on that Mayville team, once you get speed on, that speed never has a slump. And so you work the count a little bit, you get some runners on, and all of a sudden you get that pitcher thinking a little bit tougher, and things get a little bit trickier there as you get closer to that game. And gosh, don't I know those last 3 outs are always the toughest ones to get.
Yeah, who's going to end up being able to get the last outs, pick up the win in game number 2? We got the Grafton Spoilers, Kindred Richland Vikings, and Grafton, they faced a feisty Hankinson co-op team yesterday to get the win over the Pirates here. And moving on, and I don't know, what do we know about the Spoilers?
I don't know a whole lot about the Spoilers. It's kind of an interesting matchup because both Kindred and Grafton are very young teams. I think I want to say Kindred only has 1 senior on their team, maybe 2 seniors. Grafton only has a couple of seniors on their team, but they're mostly dominated by underclassmen. Same thing with Kindred Richland. So, you look on paper, and it's a pretty even matchup here. Probably give the pitching edge in terms of experience to Kindred Richland with Abby McDonald and Danica Rath there. But, offensively, Grafton's been coming on hot as of late. Played 2 really tough games against to open up the tournament against Northern Cass and then against Hankinson yesterday. So they're kind of battle-tested in terms of those close one-run games. But curious to see how they come, how they fight back here today against a really solid Kindred Richland team. And you look at what these teams have done in other sports. Kindred's had solid success in basketball, volleyball. Grafton had solid success in basketball, volleyball this year. So, you got athletes who are used to winning on both sides.
And kind of 2 blue blood programs that you want to talk about. And, just for Kindred Richland to run up against a stellar pitcher last night there in that matchup against Central Cass is Aubrey. I think she had like 14 strikeouts or something like that. How do you bounce back from that now here on a game today?
One of the takeaways that you can take from that game is they held a very strong Castleton team or Central Cass team to, I think it was 6 runs maybe in that game. I want to say, I can't remember what the final score was, but defensively you did some good things. But yeah, you just need to get the bats going, and coming off a pitcher like Lindstrom, you can take away some things that you face. Probably one of the toughest pitchers that you're going to face all season long. Now you need to just get ready for a pitcher that's going to throw strikes and maybe come down a few miles an hour, and just mentally you just need to be ready for it.
Getting ready for a good game here in the state qualifier. Grafton Spoilers, Kindred Richland Vikings coming up. Corey Erickson, thanks for your time, your input here. Appreciate that, and look forward to chatting with you a little bit later here today as well, too.
Thank you so much.
There you go, as we'll continue on with our IRE Insurance pregame show when we return on YourLiveEvent.com.
When it comes to insurance, you should be confident that you're choosing the best option. I'm Rich Gerke of Farmers Union Insurance, Hillsborough. Let's find and discuss the best insurance policy for your home, auto, farm, life, or business. Stop in to see Ryan Updahl or I at our Hillsborough office, or give us a call at 701-436-5777, or toll free at 1-800-498-5777. This is Rich Gerke of Farmers Union Insurance, and we look forward to doing business with you.
Full Service Foods in Hillsborough provides contract packaging and private label foods for your local and regional retail stores. Full Service Foods is a leader in the upper Midwest for less than truckload quantities for contract manufactured sauces and dressings. They are a privately held company with a reputation for quality and customer service. Full Service Foods is proud to be in Hillsborough and bringing employment opportunities to the area. Find out more at FullServiceFoods.com. Full Service Foods of Hillsborough, proud to support this community event.
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank, and I would like to know your story. Our lives and our businesses are comprised of events. We have all had our failures and successes, and these events define our character. If your character includes values like trustworthy, respectful, honest, and responsible, then your story matches well with ours, and we would consider it a privilege to be your financial partner. At the Goose River Bank, we believe that a strong bank builds strong communities. The Goose River Bank, member FDIC.
The Grafton Spoilers and the Kindred Richland Vikings will face off. I believe the coin toss said that Grafton will be the home team in this matchup, correct? Yes, they will. And, well, let's talk about the matchup with the head coach here, as earlier Joe Stetz able to catch up with their head coach, Coach Mesner, for the Grafton Spoilers.
How proud of you are your team after that big one yesterday for you guys?
Yesterday was big. Coming off of Friday with the walk-off loss that we had, it was huge to come in and get that close one. It was a big momentum boost for us, and giving an opportunity to play for a chance to go to state was kind of a big deal for us. So it was definitely something we're very proud of.
One game away from the state tournament. How is your team getting ready, and how are they getting focused for today?
Coming in just knowing that if we show up and play, that we have the opportunity to have a chance to go, and that's all that we can ask for, is just to have that opportunity to go compete for state title, because once you get there, anything can happen. So we're excited to have that opportunity to try for it. So
It so happens to be on a day like today with the wind blowing in like this, but with the elements that we're going to have to play through today, what are the keys to victory against the Vikings?
Biggest keys is going to be the fundamentals. Make sure that we hit our cuts, we make sure that we keep the balls in front of us. It can't expect a whole lot because the wind's going to just move the ball if it's up in the air. So make the plays that we know we can make, and hopefully the ones that have weird hops and bounces bounce our way, and we get lucky with them. So.
That is Coach Mesner for the Grafton Spoilers. We also caught up with Coach Brandt for the Kindred Richland Vikings.
I know yesterday you had your bats silenced, but in the effort all, what were you pleased with the most, and what can you take away from that game?
Oh, it's always tough facing Castleton, good pitcher, young team. So I think that they came out and showed a little more maturity, hung in there, kept it a 6-0 game. It could have easily got away from plenty of other teams, but it didn't for us last night. So we're ready to bounce back and be able to get this win and give another week of practice and some more games.
In a state qualifier game like it is today with the Grafton Spoilers, how do you feel your team matches up, and what's the true matchup between you and the Spoilers?
I think we match up really, really well. We get on the sticks, we put the ball in play. I think it's going to be a pretty interesting game for both sides.
What is the keys to the game, if there is one, especially with the weather we have, but what is the main key to the game that the Vikings need to do to pull out a win?
Limit the errors, put the ball in play, make sure we're staying behind the ball with all that wind today, but really it's enjoy it, have fun, and see the deal so we can have some more of a season here.
Coach Sam Brand for the Kindred Vikings Kindred Richland Vikings there with our pregame coach's comments as you heard the wind whipping through the microphone during that interview. Wind still going strong here in Castleton, and actually a few white stray drops following, as told just on what came through the area. It just might be a little small, misty, nothing to write home. Won't be super concerned with right now. We're concerned with state qualifier game number 2, the Grafton Spoilers and the Kindred Richland Vikings. We'll come back at your starting lamps and opening first pitch when we return on yourliveevent.com. This is your Irie Insurance pregame show.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. From sunup to sundown, they're turning quarters into the dollars that drive our rural economy. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
You're never too young to start saving for your future. Dakota Heritage Bank offers the Grow With Us program for kids. It's a young savers club with various incentives, including newsletters, a higher savings rate, bonuses, and more. Contact Dakota Heritage Bank to find out more about the Grow With Us program. Dakota Heritage Bank has 10 locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Your Irie Insurance pregame show. For all your insurance needs, visit Irie Insurance online, irieins.com. Game number 2 of the day, game number 2 of 3. State qualifier, the Grafton Spoilers, Kindred Richland Vikings. Let's look at our starting lineups here from American Crystal Sugar Company. Their starting lineups for the Kindred Richland Vikings, as they will be the away team on the scoreboard today. They will bat Leah Rowland leading off, playing shortstop. Amaka will bat second, playing second. Abby McDonald will start in the pitching circle, bat in the 3 spot. Maddie Burchell will be in the 4 spot doing the catching. Then the left fielder, Mackenzie Fuchsa, will be in the 5 hole. Remy DeBoard will be in center field, batting 6. Batting 7th will be the designated player, Cora Johnson, here for Kindred Richland. Annika Rath will be batting 8th, playing first base, and Avery Ammerman will bat 9th at third base for the Vikings. In the field for the Grafton Spoilers, it will be Reagan Hansen behind the plate doing the catching. Kaden Pastoric will be at first base. Kylie Hartje will be at second base. Casey Stegman takes shortstop with Hannah Larson at third base for the Spoilers. Outfield of Claire Olson in left field. Kiara Asan in center field and Addison Fredrickson in right field. Nicole Johnson, your starting pitcher here today for the Grafton Spoilers. As that's our starting lineups from American Crystal Sugar Company. Learn more, including career opportunities with American Crystal at crystalsugar.com. So we'll get ready for our first pitch. We're back in 30 seconds on yourliveevent.com.
You may know that Big Tex Trailers already offers you industry-leading features like mega ramps, HD suspension, and the all-new hydraulic dovetail. Every time you hook on, know that your Big Tex is up for the job. See Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro to find out what owning a Big Tex can do for you. Shop the full line of Big Tex products from ATV trailers to goosenecks to dump trailers and more. Visit your Big Tex dealer, Bloomfield Enterprises, Hillsboro. Contact him at 701-430-0877.
There's a lot to love about Hillsboro, North Dakota. Top-notch school district with fantastic facilities and growing enrollment. Great healthcare and friendly people. Nestled between two of North Dakota's largest cities, Hillsboro embodies a small-town atmosphere that is sure to make you feel right at home. The HEDC and City of Hillsboro invites you to pay a visit and experience Hillsboro. Visit hillsboro-nd.com to learn more about Hillsboro, a small town with big opportunity.
Warmed up and ready for our first pitch. The Grafton Spoilers, our home team. The Kindred Richland Vikings are on the away team. They come up to the plate. Here with Leah Rowland leading off shortstop here to face Nicole Johnson for the Grafton Spoilers. Final huddle words ready to go, and our state qualifier game number 2 is on the way. Earlier today it was an 8-inning win for Mayport CG Hatton Northwood, 4-3 over Northern Cass. As we start to have the wind be joined by some rain. We'll apologize there for the rain specks on the screen. Do the best we can as we get a first pitch swing and miss. Reagan Hansen swings through, Leah Rowland swings through the offering from Nicole Johnson. And that is strike one. Viking shortstop steps out, practice cut, back into the box. And this one fall back to the backstop. There is now a grandstand's really starting to fill up as some of the fans down the first and third base lines come here looking for cover. 1 ball, 1 strike. Our count to Leah Rowland for Kindred Richland. Leading off the top of the first inning. Here's the offering. Comes behind Rowland for ball 2. As just make sure you keep an eye on that cradle point out there too, that everything's okay with the rain there, Joe. Might have to grab a bag or something over the top of it. Yep, little on-air production meeting. 2-1 our count. As a look here from Johnson, and this one popped up and drifting foul out of play. We'll even the count now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yep. And yeah, hopefully that the rain and everything doesn't play havoc with our equipment. Sometimes it does. If it does, I'm going to apologize in advance. Ground ball towards first, picked up by Pastorik. She'll step on first herself. 3 unassisted, and out number 1 in the top of inning number 1. Brea Malco will come up now, playing second base for Kindred Richland, and we're going to make sure that we get a fresh, dry softball in as well. We'll toss that other one over towards the spoiler dugout and get that rubbed down, dried up, and, well, then it doesn't help if the one we throw in misses and ends up rolling around in the turf anyway. What are you going to do, right, Corey?
Just only do what you can. Only do what you can.
That's right. Corey Erickson once again joining us here with the head fast pitch softball coach for Hillsboro Central Valley, also for the Cass Trailblazers in the summer months. Here's a pop-up towards pitcher, and Larson and Johnson both come over, and Johnson's going to be the one to glove it for the out. That will be out number 2.
That's one thing you notice. Any routine fly ball, there's nothing routine about a day like today with that wind.
Yeah, we've seen balls that look like they were going to left field end up in right field, and yeah, it's going to be interesting out there here, especially when you add in that the water now that's being here. Ground ball, shortstop here, eats up Stegman. She sticks with it, picks it up, but no throw. Here in 2 outs, Abby McDonald will reach first base safely. It's safe on that misplayed ball at short. E6 and runner aboard for Kindred Richland. Maddie Burchell will come up now. She's doing the catching. And what's that? Did someone come in to run for McDonald there? What's that number there? The runner there at first. I'll try and get that there. Here's the pitch now to Burchell, and this one swung on down left field. And it will be popped up here, come back in, dies in foul territory, third base area. Hannah Larson will be the one to grab it. That is out number 3. And the 2-out error does no damage, as it's no runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 runner left on base for Kindred Richland in their half of the first. Grafton spoilers come up when we return on yourliveevent.com.
The unknown consumes so much of our lives. That's why Concordia College in Moorhead, Minnesota is committed to providing clarity. We recognize that comparing colleges, especially the price, can be confusing. Concordia has always been a place where students of all economic backgrounds find success. And for next fall, we are reducing tuition by more than $15,000 so that any student who can imagine themselves at Concordia can be a Cobber. Now's the time to take a look at Concordia College, Moorhead, Minnesota. ConcordiaNow.com.
You asked, how will Enbridge's Line 3 replacement help keep the environment safe? Well, nothing is more important to us than the safety of the environment and the people of Minnesota. That's why we're replacing an aging pipeline with much safer, state-of-the-art infrastructure along a route that avoids impacts to people and the environment. Safety and environmental protection are Enbridge's core values and the very foundation of our business. Learn more at enbridge.com/line3US.
Bottom of inning number 1 will be the Grafton Spoilers coming to the plate. Kylie Harchie will lead us off, followed by Casey Stegman and Reagan Hansen do up 1, 2, and 3. Kaden Pastoric, Kara Hassan, and Hannah Larson will bat in the 4, 5, 6 spots. Emma Hagan, Nicole Johnson, Claire Olson in the 7, 8, 9 spots of that spoiler batting order. For Kindred Richland in the field, Abby McDonald will be in the pitching circle. She came on relief last night in the loss to Central Cass. Got a partial inning in. Maddie Burchell will be doing the catching behind the plate. Danica Rath will be at first base. Priya Mock at second base. Leah Rowland at shortstop. Avery Ammerman at third base. Mackenzie Fuchs is at left field. Remy DeBoard in center. And Jansen Jordheim, the flex player, in right field for Kindred Richland. Again, your starting lineups brought to you by American Crystal Sugar Company. Winner of this one will move on to the state tournament. And just looking at the time, we should, within probably the next half hour, 45 minutes roughly, be getting some results from the West region. Those playing their qualifier games got going at 4 o'clock, so we should know how things are going there in Minot. Probably about the 4th, 5th inning of this one.
Yep, probably. It's going to be some really interesting matchups over there. Going to be interesting to see what the scores are.
Kylie Archie steps in, takes the first pitch low for ball 1. Here from Abby McDonald. That's going to be hard to see through there, so we're going to slide that too. Yeah, we'll make it work. There's rain and wind and everything, and it's not spring sports if you're not battling something.
Actually, the sun kind of came out. It doesn't seem so bad out there now.
Yeah, a little bit. It's nice, but still nicer in the press box. 1-0 offering here as McDonald going to get set. Here, and Harchie will take it. It will be outside for ball 2. 2-0, and yeah, there we go. Now we got a clean spot on the window. This pitch comes across the plate. Strike 1 from Abby McDonald. Here's the righty. Kindred Richland goes down with Even a runner on base in the top of the first. Now they're trying to do the same thing to Grafton in the bottom of the first. It's a ground ball towards shortstop. Roland picks, fields, throws, and Rath gloves it for out number 1. The old-fashioned 6-3 ground out. 1 down for the Spoilers, and Casey Stegman will come up. Stegman playing shortstop. Here's a senior in her final games of her high school career, a standout athletic high school career. Pitch comes inside for ball 1. Casey Stegman. Reagan Hansen on deck. McDonald will get onto the pitching rubber and rock and deliver. Ground ball back over to shortstop. Roland picks and throws, and that is out number 2. So nice, they did it twice. 6-3 on the ground out. 2 down. And Reagan Hansen comes to the plate as she tosses that bat, extra bat, to the on-deck hitter, Pastoric. And takes her a couple warm-up cuts. Getting ready to step up, step in. McDonald gets the sign here. Now delivers the pitch, and this one fly down the right field line. Fall. First game going extra innings. I wonder, is that going to throw off your preparation, your timing a little bit here for this second game of the day?
I don't think so. Both of these teams are very well coached teams, very competitive teams. One thing I noticed so far with McDonald has been keeping that ball down, been getting ground balls here so far. That's huge on a day like today with that wind blowing all over the place. If you can make it easy on your defense, it's a coach's best friend right there.
Here comes the 0-2 offering, and a ground ball right side twist fall. Here, make it real easy if you can get the punch out here. Looking for that first strikeout of the game after a couple of ground ball outs. But, yeah, and the wind, there's really been no let-up at all today, too.
No, it's just been constant. And with a movement pitcher like McDonald is, she likes to throw her changeup here. When she gets ahead in the count and it's a good changeup, you almost wonder what's going to happen with that wind, how it's going to move around.
There's a strike 3 swinging. That's the third out. 3 up, 3 down. And after 1 inning of play on your Golden Harvest Tim Kazette Seed Sales scoreboard, we're scoreless on yourliveevent.com.
You can count on Beth Teagues at Hankinson Insurance to be a team player. Beth has over 30 years of experience as an independent agent. She can match each client with the company that offers the best fit for their unique personal and commercial auto, home, farm, business, crop, hail, and life insurance needs. Auto owners, Farmers Alliance, Grinnell Mutual, Northwest GF Mutual, Progressive, State Auto, and others. Call Hankinson Insurance at 701-242-7822. Best of luck to all area teams and players.
The Hillsborough and Central Valley School Districts congratulate the seniors on your success, and they wish you well in your future endeavors. They encourage you to step into your future secure in the knowledge that this world needs you and the unique, inspiring gifts that only you can give. Best wishes go with you, graduates, as you prepare for the greater challenges ahead and a world of new possibilities. Congratulations, graduates, from the administration, staff, and students at the Hillsborough and Central Valley School Districts. At Hillsborough.
To the top of inning number 2, where will be Kindred Richland coming to the plate. The Vikings will send out Mackenzie Fuchs, Remy DeBoard, and Cora Johnson, left fielder, center fielder, designated player for the Vikings as they look to get on base, motor around. First inning, they had one batter reach on a 2-out error, but left her on the base path. So we saw both teams in game number 1 with Mayport CG had to Northwood picking up an 8-inning win over Northern Cass. Took 5.5 innings for either team to get a run across. Looking for a little more offense here today.
Yeah, that was a fast game too. Remember, I was cruising here. It was about 4:15, and it was already in the 6th inning.
Here's pitch number 1 of the 2nd inning. It's up high for a ball. Yeah, for a game that I think total was like an hour 45 for an 8-inning game. It's pretty good pace.
Yeah.
This pitch up top, ball 2. 2-1 to Fuchsia. The board on deck for Kindred Richland. It's Nicole Johnson pitching for Grafton Spoilers. The right-hander onto the rubber, looks in at her catcher Hansen, rocks and delivers up high for ball 3. There was an 8-pitch first inning for Johnson. McDonald for Kindred Richland nearly matched with a 10-pitch first inning of her own. A lot of swinging on early counts. Saw that yesterday, seeing that here today as well. We'll take sign on all the way, and there's strike 1. Makes it now a 3-ball, 1-strike count. To the leadoff batter, left fielder Mackenzie Fuchsia for Kindred Richland. Bats in the 5 hole of the lineup. Infield playing in at first base, creeping in, and doesn't matter. It's up high, ball 4, leadoff walk.
You know, Coach Brent will take runners on any way she can. She likes to get runners in motion, likes to play some small ball, and you know, with a young defense that they're facing here in Grafton, want to try to make them make mistakes.
Did see Hansen throw out threw out one, nearly threw out a second, but the ball popped out of the glove yesterday on stolen base attempts. Here's a ground ball, though, on a bunt attempt. Picked up, Hansen throws down to first in time as Harchie covering the base. The second baseman comes over. Good defense that time. A sacrifice moves the runner over into scoring position. And Hansen there. Runner moves up to second. Fuchsia now in scoring position. And Johnson will have to work out of the leadoff walk as she moves into second base. And she'll pitch to Cora Johnson, the designated player for Kindred Richland. First pitch comes up to her, up high for a ball. Well, now sun pops out. Wind, at least the dirt and everything, that rain helped a little bit to get the dust down. That'll be a nice thing, as now we see nice clear blue skies out there on that backdrop. Bunt attempt shown, pulled back inside. No, it's called strike. Runner goes for third, and awkwardly slides in and overshot the base, but landed there with kind of like a slip and slide. They're back on the base. Doesn't matter. You're still safe.
Might need a chiropractor after that slide. Looked like that thing was right in the underneath her back there. But good aggressive base running there by Kindred Richland.
Yeah, so Fuchsia aboard at third base with one out. And now you'd imagine a ball put in play past the pitcher is going to score that first run of the game. And Cora Johnson trying to do that. Here she'll instead bunt it down the third base line, let it roll foul. Oof. And nearly a beautifully placed bunt.
Yeah, you might be able to slip a quarter or something like that in the space if that thing was foul. Nice bunt. You know, that's exactly what you want to do. That's exactly what Kindred Richland likes to do. They're going to make you make decisions really quick.
Curious here too, Corey. I've never played on a field like this. After that little bit of rain we did have, how slick does that turf get?
Well, you can't wear metal cleats on the turf, so that does affect things a little bit, especially if you're used to wearing metal cleats and getting some grip in the ground. You know, I've seen girls, especially once you just get a little bit of rain on there, it does get a little bit slick depending upon what kind of shoes you're wearing. So that does come into play.
Yeah, because it is that rubber pellet stuff just like they have on the football field.
Yep, exactly.
Yep. Ball misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the delivery, and this one swung on, popped up in the infield, coming in, and collision. It lands fair. Everybody's safe. There as Larson and Johnson both going for it, and they run into each other, and the runner goes to second. There's Johnson, then goes to second, not paying attention, and she's aboard after an error and aboard at second base. So we'll stay at third, and Johnson at second on that same error. So 1 down and 2 in scoring position.
That's the second time those two have run into each other on a pop fly, too.
Yes. Here's a ball put down on a bunt attempt. Check the runner at third. Now go to first for 1, then the run will come in to score. And Kindred Richland takes the first lead. Now going to second. No one's covering second. Come back to the plate at home and throw the runner out there. Now going to third, and the runner comes in safe at third as Oh, that was a wild play that time as no one was covering second, so looking to take the extra base, but then you had to pay attention to that runner on third.
Tough to remember that was just a bunt.
Yeah. Just a bunt there, but yeah, everyone there. So bunt in play, and the runner thrown out at home. So 2 outs, runner on third, and 1-0 is the score. So the ball in play here as Danica Rath now batting. And here she takes the 0-1 offering inside for a strike.
So tough to play against Kindred Richland if you haven't played against them. You kind of figure out things and how aggressive they're going to be, but if this is your first time seeing them, they can really catch you off guard with the way they play. Their offense executes.
Falling behind 0-2. Excuse me, it was Ammerman, not Rath. Rath was the last batter. Ammerman at the plate. Rath is aboard at third base. She falls this one back to the backstop. And the count will stay. No balls, 2 strikes. Top of the order on deck for Kindred Richland. Leading 1-0 in this top of inning number 2. Pitch comes inside and hits Ammerman. Hit by pitch, sends her down to first base, puts runners on the corners. Now with 2 outs in the top of the order, up, Leah Rowland will bat. She grounded out towards second base her first time up. Here we'll see if the Vikings want to put Ammerman in motion there on first base with Rath on third base. There's the delivery. Runner goes, throws back to the pitcher, and they'll concede the steal of second to keep Rath from trying to advance past third.
Not a bad decision there with 2 outs. Just focus on the batter, try to get a nice little ground out the end of the inning.
Yeah, ball 1 was the call on the pitch, so 1-0 is our count. Nicole Johnson delivers the pitch. It's popped up. Left side, shortstop Stegman tracks it down into the glove, and that is out number 3. Run comes across for Kindred Richland. They lead on your Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard 1-0 over the Grafton Spoilers on yourliveevent.com.
A lot of new spring items and gift ideas to check out. There's everything from new spring decor to gifts for any occasion. Find gift items for Mother's Day, confirmation, graduation, weddings, also birthdays and anniversaries too. Of course, you'll find a great selection of greeting cards for all occasions. Stop in and see what's new at Hillsborough Drug and Gift. And don't forget about your pharmacy and healthcare needs too. They provide in-town delivery and offer mail-out services for their customers. Hillsborough Drug and Gift, your locally owned Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Farmers, what do you like on your salad? I'm kind of a Caesar salad kind of guy myself. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance. Now, I am no chef, but I would say a Caesar salad is way tastier to eat than a corn or soybean salad this summer. If you haven't bought your hail insurance yet, give us a call. We would be glad to help, but just don't wait too long because it's way more profitable to bring that crop to the elevator than eat a shredded corn and bean salad all summer long. For more information on our crop hail coverages, go to IrieInsurance.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Bottom of inning number 2. Pastoric, Hassan, Larson to bat the 4, 5, 6 hitters for the Grafton Spoilers, trailing 1-0. So they look to get that run back that they gave up in the top of the inning. Here against Abby McDonald. First pitch swung on, driven into center field. Fielder falls down and charging in. It's going to drop. There, and it lands there past second base and comes a base hit.
We're just talking about how slick it can get out there if you're not used to playing on turf.
So, Historic aboard. She's at first and brings up Kara Hassan. Facing McDonald for the first time today. Swung on, driven, fall with the first base dugout. Grafton Spoilers with a day 1 loss to Northern Cass with the Jaguars walking off in the 7th They'd come back to defeat the Hankinson Co-op yesterday 9-8. Hankinson had an early lead before Grafton came back in that one. Now a ground ball towards shortstop, picked up by Roland. Throw over to first is in time. They'll get the play there. Runner will advance to second. Hassan grounds out 6-3. Brings up Hannah Larson for Kindred Richland. The Vikings, who defeated Mayport CG Hatton Northwood on day number 1. That was on Friday. 3-1. Had the Mayport CG Hatton Northwood had the bases loaded in the 7th inning in that one. Couldn't get the hit they needed, though. Kindred Richland moves on. Falls to Central Cass last night. 6-0 in that score. Here's a bunt attempt. Missed. And nearly got away from Burchell behind the plate. But she does keep it in front of her as it scoots away, but keeps the runner, Pastoric, at second base. Larson will step in again from that left-handed batter's box, see if she looks to slap a bunt down. And the offering swung on and missed for a strike. Got to be careful there from 2, because we did see yesterday batter trying to slap a bunt down and ended up stepping out of the box and getting called out there with the bases loaded to end a chance in that game. 0-2 offering now with 1 down, runner on second base. Larson awaits the pitch outside for a ball. Here to the glove side of Maddie Burchell, the right-handed catcher behind the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Emma Hagan, designated player on deck for Grafton. This one again outside, nearly same location, trying to get Larson a chase maybe on that pitch off the outside edge. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner on second in Pastoric. Abby McDonald, the pitcher. On the rubber, rocks and delivers this one. Line back up and grounder through the infield. They're going to wave Pastoric around. Throw will come to the home plate. It will be, it hits Pastoric before it can get in the glove. And Burchell can't tag her. And then coming back, Larson will come and advance to third base. So a double on that one. She kind of took the turn. Official ruling on that one. That's a tough one, yeah.
Probably a single with and advancing on a throw and then advancing on the error there. That was a tough one there. Looked like Burchell kind of took that one back behind the line. Usually you want to try to take that one in front of the line if you can so it doesn't interfere with that runner coming in. So that's a tough bang-bang play right there.
And the run comes across, tie the game up at 1 apiece. And with 1 down, ball 1 to Emma Hagan. Designated player with the go-ahead run now at third base. McDonald looks down at the wrist where you got the pitch type and location there to get the sign there and delivers his pitch, fouled to the fence. Even count now, 1 ball, 1 strike.
As the wind picks up again here out of nowhere.
Yeah. Just
random.
As consistent as it's been, though, it does feel like it's at least dropped down a little bit from earlier.
It does. Which is what you want to see. You don't want that weather playing too much into a game like this with so much on the line.
Pitch was there for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Emma Hagan. And she'll ground one right side. Slow roller towards second. Only plays to first. The run will score and make it a productive out with an RBI ground out. 4-3 to bring in the run. So Grafton takes lead in the bottom of the second inning with a pair of runs. They lead 2-1. 2 outs. Nicole Johnson to the plate. Looking to keep the good times rolling here. Swing and a miss on the first pitch from Abby McDonald. Infield playing even with the bag on the corners. Normal depth, middle. Outfield playing pretty straight away as well to the Left-handed hitting Johnson, who swings and misses that pitch. 0-2. McDonald looking to get back in the dugout. Here's the 0-2 offering outside. Couldn't get her to bite. See Burchell try and bring that pitch inside the zone a little bit, try and frame it, but the umpire not being fooled.
It's a nice setup, though. Went inside 2 fastballs in a row, came back in the other batter's box, and hit her spot, just not going to get the call.
Here's the 1-2 offering, popped up middle infield and caught by the pitcher McDonald. And that will be out number 3. But Grafton gets a pair of runs. They lead 2-1. Your Golden Harvest. Tim Cassette, Seat Sales Scoreboard, top of inning number 3. The 2-3-4 hitters for Kindred Richland when we return on yourliveevent.com.
Dakota Heritage Bank, serving you with 10 locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota, has a strong background in ag and business lending, but can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. Dakota Heritage Bank is a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. Our friendly staff greets you with a smile, takes the time to get to know you, and can help with your banking needs. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Talking more trades at Norman County Implement, Highway 9 North Ada, 2008 Massey 9790 Combine with duals, rear wheel assist, 2623 engine hours, 1894 separator hours, priced at $65,000. Also an Easy Trail 860 bushel grain cart with scale, $16,000. These are local trades at Norman County Implement, Highway 9 North Ada. Talk with Chuck or Neil to get the deal done. Call 218-784-2961. They thank you for your business.
Top of inning number 3 on yourliveevent.com. Thanks for you, the viewer, joining us for day number 3 of Class B East Region softball from Coss Field and Castleton. Earlier today, we saw the Mayport CG Hat Northwood Patriots come from behind and in 8 innings pick up a 4-3 victory over Northern Cass to advance to the state tournament. We already knew that the Thompson Tommies and the Central Cass Squirrels were going to be advancing. They will be playing after this game in the region championship. Figure out if you're going to be a 1 or a 2 seed for the East region there. And, well, then Grafton and Kindred Richland playing right now. Grafton takes a pair of runs in the second inning. They lead 2-1 over Kindred Richland. The Vikings look to get it back on the scoreboard here. Ramaka leads things off, followed by Abby McDonald and Maddie Burchell. First pitch, check swing, held up. It's outside, ball 1 from Nicole Johnson. Pitcher for Grafton.
See the left side of the infield trying to creep up there, especially at third base, trying to take away that bunt just in case they try to sneak one down.
And it is hit left side, but into the outfield and charging in and making the catch on the run is Claire Olson. Olson will get the fly out. That's 1 up and 1 down for Kindred Richland in the top of inning number 3. Brings up the number 3 hitter and pitcher, Abby McDonald. He's 0 for 1 today, reached on error in that first inning. Was stranded on the base path as the Vikings have left 3 on through the first 2 innings. First pitch to her, swing through and miss. Couldn't time it up. Strike 1. So earlier game 1, both teams struggling with leaving runners on base. You're not something you want to do when your season and a state tournament on the line. Pitch popped up. Is it playable? It will drift out of play on that first base right field line. So 0-2 to Abby McDonald. Striding into that right-hand batter's box and awaits the pitch from Nicole Johnson. Up high for a ball. Vision and plate discipline there to lay off that one. 0-2 hole, that rising ball, that will get you.
Yeah, it will, especially with the wind coming in like that. It does some funny things to pitchers depending upon the spin.
The 1-2 goes outside, even the count at 2-2.
You mentioned about the previous game, lots of runners left on base, and it's amazing when you got that wind coming in from left field, center field like that. It really shortens the field. You see the outfielders playing about 70, 80 feet away from the fence line there. So basically we're playing a game of wiffle ball almost at this point. That ball's not going to travel.
Well, yeah, and the way that ball twists in the air, too, really like a wiffle ball at times. Pitch misses to fill the count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, base is empty. And it's ball 4. Going to fill first base for Abby McDonald to walk on down.
Batting the catcher, Maddie Birchall.
So Maddie Birchall will come up. She popped out to the third base area in foul territory. Her first time up, 0 for 1. With the runner on first base, and here's the pitch outside for a ball. Kind of between first and second, you'd be running into that wind too. Thinking without a whole lot of steal attempts there, that's maybe played a factor into the game planning today for the first 1.5 games that we've seen so far today. It's the swing and a miss for a strike. Evens the count up, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Hanson's a solid catcher too, a very experienced catcher back there for Grafton. She started back as a freshman, I want to say, back in 2019, and you think she's got a gun, so she can throw it into that wind and get her out.
Pitch comes up high for a ball. Saw her nail a runner yesterday in the game there where Grafton defeated Hankinson Co-op, defeating the Pirates 9-8. Actually, it was a real great play by her and Stegman, the shortstop, who caught it. As throw was actually a little bit behind Stegman. She had to reach back, and as she was falling backwards, take the runner.
That's what athletes do. They make the plays when it counts.
Swinging a miss, strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. With 1 down, runner on first base. The pitch to Birchall is ground ball towards Stegman at short. She'll make the play at second. Relay throw to first is not in time. Birchall beats it out, and that is, it's the lead runner for out number 2.
Batting left fielder, Mackenzie Fuchs.
And that will bring up now Mackenzie Fuchsa to bat. There we go. She'll await the first pitch. Runner goes as the ball squirts away from Hanson. And does allow the runner to go. So Birchall gets credit for that stolen base.
She's a fun player to watch. She's solid back behind the plate, great hitter, but don't think people give her enough credit for the speed that she actually has to run the bases. I saw her beat out that throw from second base there, steal that one without a throw. Just a good hustle player.
Here's a pitch up high, and Birchall getting off second base, and Hanson going to come out, runner back to the bag. Ball 2, and you typically, whether it's softball, baseball, at any level, you don't think of your catcher as a real speed threat out there. So to have that added dimension, got to be nice.
It's the reason we don't mind that courtesy runner rule as high school coaches.
Here's the pitch across for ball 3.
Did I say that out loud?
Hey, play within the rules. Yeah. So runner on second base here for Mackenzie Fuchsa, trying to move her around with 2 outs. She'll take the pitch for a called strike. In the count now, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here, Nicole Johnson working in the third inning with 2 outs at 43 pitches on her pitch count. Trying to end it at pitch 44. And it's a ground ball past third base. And the runners will hold at third as it's quickly recovered by Olsen in left field. And we'll have Burner that ate up the third baseman, Larson. Puts runners on the corners. Duboard will bat next. Sacrificed her first time up. You're back in that second inning.
I think Coach Brandt wanted her to take second on that one. Wanted to challenge the defense, especially when you got speed over there on third base. Kind of gave a long stare down over towards first base.
Oh, and they're going to send the runner here to second. Cutoff throw by Stegman. Stegman tagged her. Looked like Stegman was coming to cut off, but she sees where she is and able to tag the runner. And Fuchsia thrown out, trying to steal second base on the 2-6 putout. That will end the inning, and Grafton will come to the plate. Bottom of inning number 3. They lead on your Golden Harvest Tim Cassette seed sales scoreboard 2-1 on yourliveevent.com.
Precision planting of the 2021 crop has started. Everyone at RDK Enterprises wants you to know these items. Call RDK Enterprises for your planter needs. RDK Enterprises has maintenance parts in stock. Call for precision planter support, 701-636-2119. Please have a safe spring. Thank you for choosing RDK Enterprises for your precision planter needs. RDK Enterprises, Hillsboro and Drayton. PlanterDoc.com. It pays to plant with precision.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
Valley General Store in Halstead is now open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday. They welcome you to stop in, get all your hardware items, groceries, and more. Now in the new store with more inventory. Valley General Store in Halstead. Come and shop for your fresh produce and grocery items. Valley General Store, now with groceries in Halstead. Thanks to all who have visited the new Valley General Store in Halstead. If you haven't been there yet, they welcome you to stop in at the store full of hardware, groceries, and more. Valley General Store in Halstead, open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday.
Bottom of inning number 3. There will be Grafton Spoilers with the 9-1-2 batters. Claire Olson, Kylie Archie, and Casey Stegman. Olson steps up for the first time today against Abby McDonald. And the first pitch to her is swung on a missed for a strike. Last inning, Spoilers gain a pair of runs. RBI single from Hannah Larson. RBI ground out from Emma Hagen. Get those runs across. It all started thanks to a leadoff single. This pitch is outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Olson trying to be a table setter for the top of the order, who are normally the table setters, but I don't know. Everyone likes when you help set the table. 1-1 offering. Up top for a ball.
If you can get that number 9 hitter on, it's never a bad thing. That's always a nice gift for the coaches.
Yeah, especially gives you option because usually those at the top loader have pretty good back control. If you want to play a little small ball, manufacture some runs, the ball glances off the glove of Birchall, goes to the backstop. Ball 3, 3 balls, 1 strike.
For sure. 3-1 count here. McDonald's good, but been a little bit high, a little bit out of the zone here. See if they have her take on this one.
And she was really pounding the zone down low earlier, so I don't know if it's intentional or not that the ball's going up on her as she misses for ball 4 and puts that number 9 hitter on base, brings up top of the order. Here's we roll around. There's forgot to take that person out of my lineup. Now we're good. Kylie Harchie will bat. Here's the pitch. Is a called strike on the first offering. Birchall jumps out of the crouch and watches the runner Olson back to the first base bag.
Top of Grafton's order had a big day yesterday against Hankinson. See if they step up here in the situation, get some insurance runs across here. Got a good opportunity to do just that.
Ball and a strike now. Again, Birchall paying attention to that runner on first and Olson. See if they want to go after her. And this pitch, again, missing for a ball. There, did see a couple times in the games yesterday, Team's trying to get a little bit of lead off first with a catcher who pays attention to the air. Maybe you want to make that snap throw, and if you got enough speed to get to second before that throw can be relayed back to second base from first base. Seeing if that's something the Spoilers are trying to bait Birchall into. Strikes there, so 2 balls, 2 strikes to Kylie Harchie. Nobody out, runner on first. Here's a ball hit into center field. And coming over, ranging over, falling, making the catch, holding on. The center fielder Dubourg stays on it. Olsen at first. Wasn't sure if it was caught or not. She has to retreat back to the base. And it's a fly out for out number 1.
Hopefully she just cradled that into her chest. Kind of got it in both her glove and her throwing hand there. Just cradled it in for the catch. Tough catch, though, with that wind swirling out there. That was a very impressive one.
Yeah, and to fall down to the turf, too, keep it, as you mentioned, cradle it into the body. Just good awareness and control there to hold on.
Sometimes on days like today, you almost feel it like a punt. Just, catch it any way you can. You just never know.
Casey Stegman will bat now, trying to move that runner over from first base. She's 0 for 1 today with a ground out. Here's Stegman, gets the first pitch, strike 1. And now McDonald comes back with this pitch. It's fouled back for strike 2. A quick 0-2 hole for the Spoiler shortstop. First time through the batting order. 2 hits given up by Abby McDonald. There she also walked 1, struck out 1. The first 9. Now here's a ground ball towards second base. Fielder and runner collide, and we're going to have interference on someone, or obstruction. What are we going to have called?
That'll be interference on the runner.
So Stegman will reach on a fielder's choice.
It's always a tough one. You need to figure out, do I go in front, do I go behind? Sometimes you just get stuck and need to let that fielder, if she has an opportunity to make the first play on the ball, you need to give her that chance.
Well, Stegman aboard at first now. The runner interference. Reagan Hansen will bat. First pitch goes to the backstop on a foul tip. Strike 1. Here's the 0-1 offering. Swung on, fouled back, out of play for the first base dugout. Our third and final game of the day will be the East Region Championship, the Thompson Tommies and the Central Cass Squirrels. Squirrels, 2-time defending champion, looking to keep their streak going. It's ground ball towards second, make the play over to first, and gets it to Rath for out number 3. No runs for Grafton. They're half of the third to the top of the fourth. Kindred Richland will bat. They trail Grafton 2-1 on your liveevent.com.
People depend on a healthy food supply always being there. We take great pride in what we've built here, and we want to pass that on.
Running a family farm isn't easy. We can't control the weather, ever-changing farm policies, and up and down farm prices, but we manage to keep going to provide the safest food supply we can.
To be a farmer, you have to be committed, and it isn't so much a choice as it is a calling.
Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
You know the importance of planning before you plant. To finish strong, you need a solid start. That's why at Cess Vonderhoff, we remain committed to developing sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature, all to help you make spring decisions that will yield the harvest you envision. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Cess Vonderhoff, a passion that grows.
Top of inning number 4. Here's Kindred Richland will bat. The 6, 7, 8 batters taking on the Grafton Spoilers. Their pitcher, Nicole Johnson. Through the first 3 innings, Johnson with 44 pitches. She's given up 1 run. It was an unearned run. She has not struck out a batter, has given up 2 hits, 2 walks, and she's also hit 1 batter. But she leads 2-1 thanks to some help from her offense in the bottom half of the innings. She faces Remy DeBoard, Cora Johnson, Danica Rath, due up the 6, 7, 8 batters. First pitch, swing and a miss by DeBoard. Sacrifice bunt in her first at bat. Official 0 for 0 with one plate appearance. And the next pitch comes inside for a ball. Even count up at 1 ball, 1 strike. Megan Hansen. A couple signs to her fielders there. The catcher giving out, remind everyone what's going on. And now the delivery here. Flared here into right field, coming in and making a snagging catch. Addie Fredrickson coming over and reaching out wide as the ball looked like it tailed away from her off to the left there at the last second, but reaches out with the glove, and that's why you buy the extra big glove so you can snag those balls away from you like that.
That's a dangerous one, too. That one gets by you. That's at least a triple out there to right field, so big-time play there from the right fielder.
Yeah, and with DuBoard's speed, that might have been an inside the park if it got by her, actually. So the pitch comes in low to Cora Johnson for ball 1. Johnson reached on error her first at bat. And here's now the ball, ground ball towards first base. 3 unassisted. Easy put out for out number 2. And brings up the number 8 hitter, first baseman Danica Rath. Rath was at the plate when things got a little chaotic last time as the bunt single had ended up scoring a run with another runner being thrown out at the plate and Rath going to third base. An unusual play to say the least.
Not your routine attempt to sacrifice there.
First pitch is strike 1 to Rath. And now this one comes on the outside edge of the plate for strike 2. Rath started last night's game in the pitching circle. Ended up taking the loss to Central Cass. And the offering here is outside for a ball. Pitched well there and then was lifted after Katie Sinner's 3-run home run. Gave him the late 6-0 lead there going into the 7th inning. They're just one where had to put it across the plate and Sinner put it out past center field. Here's the pitch popped up and out of play as we see it fly behind us. And 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on base for Kindred Richland in the top of the 4th inning. That's the Grafton Spoilers. Spoilers leading 2-1. Winner goes on to the state tournament. Rock and deliver for Nicole Johnson. This one lifted left side, drifting, hooking, foul. Count stays at 1 ball and 2 strikes. In the West region, getting underway here today at 4 o'clock with their state play-in games. We'll see if we can find some scores on that one as this pitch misses for a ball. Even count now, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Look at Rath's hands. She's just trying to shorten up, just put something in play here. Try to drive it back up the middle. Got a lot of space through there.
There's a pop-up here and a diving attempt, and did she hold on? She did. Hansen holds on as she goes horizontal, lays out for the pop-up, and catches it for out number 3. What a play to end the inning. And that will send down the Vikings, bring up the Spoilers. Bottom half of the 4th inning we go to. Spoilers leading 2-1 on your Golden Harvest Tim Gazette seat sales scoreboard.
Great Plains Fireworks, located on the west side, frontage road I-29, south of Degelman's in Hillsboro. They're open by appointments. Call 701-436-6140. Also like them on Facebook for information. Let Great Plains Fireworks help you get fireworks for your family celebrations, neighborhood parties, and events.
Pretty, pretty, pretty. They have chest thumpers,
Great Plains Fireworks. Open by appointment only. Hillsboro, North Dakota. 701-436-6140. Like them on Facebook.
American Crystal Sugar Company, with their 4,000 plus employees and shareholders, are deeply rooted in the communities of the Red River Valley. They're committed to the sustainability and growth of their business and to improving lives in the places where we work and live by investing in people, our communities, and the future of American Crystal Sugar. Visit crystalsugar.com to learn more about scholarships, grants, volunteerism, donations, and more through the Community Roots American Crystal Giving Program. Growing strong community roots. American Crystal Sugar Company.
First pitch, ball 1 to Caden Pastoric, leading off the bottom of the 4th inning for the Grafton Spoilers. She'll watch the second pitch, cross the zone for a strike, 1 even, count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Pastoric, Hassan, Larson, due up 1-2-3 for Grafton. Facing Abby McDonald. Here she makes her second trip through the Spoiler batting order. This pitch outside for a ball. First time around, Pastoric would single, come in to score the first run for Grafton. Part of that 2-run second inning. 1-1 offering. And called a strike. Here, this East Region State Qualifier. Earlier today, Mayport CG had Northwood punch their ticket with a 4-3 win in 8 innings over Northern Cass. So this game will decide the 4th and final team to take a spot to represent the East Region in the state tournament. Thompson and Central Cass, by virtue of being the championship game, already have their tickets punched. Here's a swing and a miss for strike 3. Pastoric goes down, second strikeout of the game for Abby McDonald. Kara Ossend will now bat. 1 down, nobody on base. She's 0 for 1 with a ground out to shortstop. Her first at bat. Fly ball, right side, playable. No, it'll drift out of play over that fence and fall tear down the right field line. Mentioned looking at the West Region scores, state qualifier game. The number 1 seed Beulah and number 3 seed West Hope Newburgh Bottineau. Beulah wins 12-2 in 5 innings in that one. Other state qualifier of Wilton Wing and Velva currently going on. Those games taking place in Minot.
That's a good matchup there with Sherhammer from Wilton Wing. She's a strong pitcher there against a really good hitting Velva team.
Here's the pitch, missing, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. West Region as well. The championship game will be Mohall, Lansford, Sherwood, Kimmer, Bowbells, and Des Lacs, Burlington. Ground ball left side, picked at third by Ammerman. Throw across the first, can't handle the throw, and everyone's safe. There's the throw, a little low, but bouncing out of the glove of Rath. And an error to allow the runner to reach.
Third baseman, Hannah Larson.
Brings up now Hannah Larson, who is 1 for 1 today with an RBI single. She bats with the runner aboard at first base. There's the first error of the game by Kindred Richland. Pitch popped up and chased at, but going to drift out of play. Corey, you played some West Region teams this year. How did that, what do you know about what's over there this year?
Lots of building programs, lots of good pitching over there. We played Des Lacs, Burlington, Lewis, and Clark. They have the Beno sisters who, whenever you got twins who are the battery, you got the pitcher-catcher there, big, strong kids there. It's a nice thing to have to be able to build a program around, and they're one of the top teams out west for a region, so we'll be seeing them at state.
And we'll see who gets to see him at state between Grafton and Kindred Richland. Spoilers leading 2-1 in the bottom of the 4th inning as we get a 1 ball, 2 strike count now to Hannah Larson. Runner on first with 1 out in this half the 4th inning. Kindred Richland will deliver as Abby McDonald's pitch here. Grounded back to McDonald. She has only one play, and that's to first. Move the runner over. Only 1-3 ground out. And Hassan aboard in scoring position now at second base. Looking for a 2-out base hit from Emma Hagen. Hagen grounded out her first time up, but she grounded out in a positive way in that she still brought in a run. That was the difference in this 2-1 ball game right now. See if she can bring in another RBI with Hassan out there at second base. First pitch to her, catches the inside black. For strike one.
That's exactly what McDonald needs to do here. Got the number 7 batter up here. Just want to attack the strike zone, especially with 2 outs and a good solid infield around you. Just don't mess around. Just go right after it.
This pitch fly down the right field line and hooking foul out of play. There's that one pushed out a little bit by the wind. Will be now a no ball, 2-strike count to Emma Hagen. And the 7-hitter, Nicole Johnson, on deck for Grafton. This one again down the right field line. This one hooking not as much, but actually to the same amount as it's just pushed down, but a little farther that time.
If it doesn't start in center field, it's probably going to be a foul ball today.
That's pretty true. Here's we've been constant wind coming in from that left field corner towards the first base. Now actually shifting maybe a little bit more in as a called strike 3. Got her looking for the third out. Keep that runner stranded on second. And we go back to the top of the inning, top of the 5th. Kindred Richland, the 9-1-2 batters. They trail by 1, 2-1 on yourliveevent.com with your Golden Harvest Tim Cassette seat sales scoreboard.
Dr. Craig Rothfuss Dental Practice in Hillsborough is accepting new patients. They offer patients of all ages a full range of dental services, including Clear Correct, which is an option for invisible braces, and a $99 whitening program. Dr. Rothfuss accepts multiple insurance plans, including Delta Dental, United Concordia that was affiliated with Blue Cross Blue Shield, and Principal Dental Insurance. Bring your smile to Dr. Craig Rothfuss Dental Practice in Hillsborough, and the friendly staff will help make it sparkle. Call 701-636-4244 today. One of the main benefits of moving to the Halsted Living Center and Heritage House community is to enjoy every comfort of home without the burdens of home ownership in an environment that offers choices for care assistance, social interaction, group activities, or simply quiet, comfortable living. Another reason to choose Halsted Living Center and Heritage House is to get back to living life through their all-inclusive services and full array of social events, spiritual enrichment programs, recreational activities, and lifelong learning. For more information, call 456-2105 or log on to halstedlivingcenter.com.
North Dakota Class B East Region Softball on yourliveevent.com. Thanks for joining us for today's game and all the games that we've done, as this is game 10 of 11 for East Region Softball. You can go back, view all the past games, going to yourliveevent.com, the broadcast archive there. And go back, look at some of the great plays from the tournament. We've had walk-off home runs. We've had runners getting thrown out on great plays from catchers. We've had diving catches. We've had a little bit of everything here in this tournament. Here's pitch 1, ball 1 to Avery Ammerman for Kindred Richland, the number 9 hitter, with Leah Rowland and Brea Mock. Top of the order, 1-2 hitters coming up on deck. Swing and a miss. Even count now, 1 ball, 1 strike. Also have the Region 2 baseball tournament on today. Newport CG currently leading Thompson. And that one 5-1 our score. And if game of that one would take place on Thursday. Last night, we finished up Region 1 baseball. Central Cass, congratulations to the Squirrels as they defeated Kindred Richland to take the Region 1 championship last night. And 3-1 is now our count to the number 9 hitter. There's Nicole Johnson trying to reel her back in. Keep her bases empty with the top of the order on deck. But she lost her, ball 4. Second time tonight we've seen that number 9 hitter reach base and give a chance now for the top of the order with Leah Rowland. 0 for 2 today, a ground out and a flyout.
Really interested to see how Coach Brandt plays this. Down a run here, you want to try to get up and not give the Spoilers any more confidence. See if she puts some runners in motion, does some bunting here, or if you just let the hitters swing away.
First pitch comes in high for ball 1. Rowland staying in on that pitch. Steps out, takes a practice cut, and looks to take a real cut at the offering from Nicole Johnson. And it's cut here into left field, line drive going over the head of the left fielder Olsen. It's all the way to the fence. Get on your horses. Ammerman will take the turn. She'll round third. They're going to try and hold Rowland up at third as the comes in and not in time as she's safe with an RBI triple. And we are tied up.
Nothing the left fielder could do about that one, especially with that wind. Is it going to die? Is it not going to die? And you need to play in. The thing just got right over her glove out there. And, today, anything to that fence is probably going to be at least a double, maybe a triple today.
Yeah, just enough of a line drive to not let it completely die and get over the fielder. So we're tied up at 2 on your Tim Gazette seat cell scoreboard. Here's a bunt laid down, and they are going to just eat it. Put it in the pocket and save it as Mock will reach on a bunt single. And Rowland will hold that third as that ball barely got off the plate, but enough to make the defense try and make something. They realized if they were going to throw to first, that runner was going to try and come in. So keep it where it is, see if you can get an out, and then maybe a double play ball, something to get you out of the inning. But Abby McDonald going to be a tough hitter to get out now. She is 0 for 1 today with an error and a walk. She lays down a bunt, but bunts it foul. Runner Mock at first was off and running. So Coach Brandt choosing to be a little aggressive here. With nobody out, runners on the corners in a now tie ball game in the top of the 5th inning. McDonald back in. Here comes the pitch from Johnson. Backs out of it. It's a called strike. Runner goes for second and stolen base. Puts 2 in scoring position now for Kindred Richland. Rowland at third. Mock at second. 0-2 hole, though, for McDonald. A rock end delivery. Swung on, ground ball left side toward short. They're going to go home with the throw, and no, the ball bounces free. Can't handle it. The runner is safe. And everyone's going to move up, and it's going to be a fielder's choice for McDonald. And she will then go to second. There is Rowland is safe at home. Mock will go to third, and McDonald will be safe at second on the throw to the plate. Then that bounced away a little bit from Hansen. Run comes in, and Kindred Richland leads 3-2. There's a swing and a miss at a big rip by Maddie Burchell as she tried to send that one way out there, but missed. 0-1. Johnson will deliver. This one swung to left field. Twisting foul out of play. 0-2 hole now to Burchell. Abby McDonald at second base. Mock at third base for Kindred Richland. There's the Spoilers trying to avoid things snowballing as this pitch ends up behind Burchell. Here, and just one that got away from the pitcher Johnson.
That's a good find by Hansen there to keep that one in front. Tough you lose sight of that ball for a split second when it goes behind that batter there, so you just need to trust yourself.
Show bunt, pull it back, swing away, down the left field line, fall. Burchell. Count stays 1-2. Maddie Burchell is 0 of 2 today with a fly out and grounded into a fielder's choice. One as far as third base back in that third inning. Here she'll ground one fall again into that third base Grafton dugout area. Here and nobody out. Runners on second and third. 2 runs have already come in to score for Kindred Richland. This pitch up high as the wind catches the door to the press box and slightly startles us.
What's the count at? 2? That's happened?
Yeah, I think we're almost to that over-under. Yeah. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bunt shown, pulled back, swing away into center field, going back underneath it on that Central Cast logo. Catch is made, throw to the plate is not in time. Cut off by Johnson, the pitcher. Both runners will move up. So Maddie Burchell comes up with a sacrifice fly for an RBI. Mock will score, and Abby McDonald will go to third. That throw came in towards home plate. Makes it now 4-2. 3 runs have scored this inning. 1 down. Another runner on third base for Kindred Richland. Kenzie Fuchs trying to get her in. She'll try and lay down a bunt. It's fall. Kenzie's 1 for 1 today with a walk and a single. Here's the ball back to the pitcher. Nearly gets away, and then everyone's yelling, "Run, run, run!" And coach is saying, "No, don't run." And you gotta love when the crowd, that third base line starts to coach, don't you, Corey?
Oh yeah, you have to fight that every single excitable play.
Bunt attempt shown. She pulled back in time as it goes outside for a ball. Aaron, that's where you say, hey, recognize my voice and only listen to me, right?
Need to settle the adrenaline down sometimes and be able to see the field clearly.
1-1 offering, swung on, popped up, second base area. Harchie comes over and nearly, well, she does snag it. Now throw to the plate is not in time. McDonald slides in safely. Second baseman Archie catches it nearly on the right field line as it tailed away on her. And maybe one of the shorter sacrifice flies you'll see. But McDonald quickly recognizing that she could tag up and score. And 4 runs have scored for Kindred Richland. Good awareness that time to get that 4th run across. They lead 5-2.
Nice play by Harchie there. There's nothing you can do on that. Momentum's carrying you. You can't let it drop or it's a fair ball. You need to catch that one. The momentum was just carrying her and couldn't set her feet in time for the throw. So heads up base running there too.
1 ball, no strikes. This one is popped up. This one will be, well, fall. I got to laugh a little bit there as the bench for the Vikings in that dugout already under a roof, and they decide to huddle up and make sure the ball didn't hit them. It's a little funny. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 to board as Remy will take this one up high for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 down. Bases are empty. 4 runs have come across for Kindred Richland this half inning. And this offering is up top for a ball. 3 balls and a strike. Nicole Johnson trying to end the inning. Here, get her team back in there, get the bats out there as they now face a hole. This one is a ball. That walk will fill first base with 2 outs. Cora Johnson will now bat, facing Nicole Johnson. Cora today 0 for 2 against Nicole, who has now thrown 82 pitches in her 4 2/3 innings. And Nicole Johnson will rock and deliver the pitch, and a foul tapper off the plate will be strike 1.
If you're Coach Messner right now, you just want to settle the team down. You got 2 outs. You still got a few at bats here. Not out of this game. You just need to keep everyone's spirits up and keep fighting, especially with the seniors that you have. Rely on those upperclassmen.
Pitch outside as Hansen watches the runner to board back to first base. And yeah, you run into a long inning like this defensively, and what's it take then when you get back in the dugout to get some momentum back and get your mojo going?
Well, they got a good part of the order coming up. I want to say Grafton has 8-9 top coming up. So if you can just get a couple of base runners on for that top of the order, know that it's probably the, I want to say the third time you've seen McDonald here in the circle coming up. So you got to have a lot of confidence going up there next inning. Biggest thing is you got 2 strikes here. Just come back with a good, strong pitch here. Let the defense make a play for you.
1-2 offering, swing and a miss. Strike 3, that gets them out of the inning. But 4 runs come across for Kindred Richland. They lead 5-2. Your Golden Harvest scoreboard, your Golden Harvest Tim Cassette seed sales scoreboard here on yourliveevent.com.
Right Implement in Hillsboro, 701-636-5692 for shop and field service, farm equipment sales, repair on all equipment, in the field, on the farm, and in the shop with Right Implement in Hillsboro, 701-636-5692. Check out Right Implement for farm equipment, repair and service of equipment and all trucks on Caledonia Avenue in Hillsboro. Right Implement, 701-636-5692.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
Swing and a miss at the first pitch. 8-9-1 batters. Nicole Johnson, Claire Olson, Kylie Archie to bat. 0-1 from Abby McDonald, now pitching with a lead for Kindred Richland. This pitch up high, Burchell framing it, trying to get the look, but hung it too high. And it's ball 1. Johnson 0 for 1 today with a flyout for Grafton as she swings and misses at this pitch. Down 1 ball, 2 strikes. McDonald had a short-lived lead back in the second inning when it was 1-0, but then she gave up 2 in the bottom of the second inning. So we get a swing and a miss for strike 3, 1 out. Since then, Richland trying to get back into it. Couldn't until the top of the 5th, and they played it 4, and now lead 5-2. Donald a part of that inning there, so helping her own cause in the pitching circle. Claire Olson bats. Walked her first at-bat and takes strike 1 to begin her second at-bat. Top of the order on deck for the Spoilers.
McDonald doing a really good job of painting her corners today. With that wind, that can be really tough, but got a good umpire who's liking that outside corner, and she's been going to that a lot.
This time off the corner, well, maybe a little low. Ball 1, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, base is empty. To left fielder, Claire Olson, number 9 hitter in the Spoiler batting order. Swing and miss through on that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here at, looks like the outfield playing a little bit deeper than they have normally this game. They're maybe trying just to keep everything in front of them, even if it's a line drive, let it drop in and don't risk it going over your head when if you misjudge it with the wind. Here's the ball outside and even count now, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Abby McDonald. Then top of the order comes up now. Kylie Archie, 0 for 2 today. Grounded out in the first, flew out in her second at-bat. I was back in inning number 3. And there's a ball hit right field, going back, all the way to the fence. Will hop over for a ground rule double. I was just looking. I was about to say 5 in a row that McDonald had sent down, but then Harchie, first pitch, ground rule double. And puts a runner in scoring position, extends the inning. For Casey Stegman, 0 for 2, a ground out to short and a fielder's choice ground out to second. She'll face McDonald now for the third time. First pitch, watches it low for a ball, rolls away from Maddie Birchall behind the plate, and she recovers it to keep the runner from advancing. Abby McDonald pitching, Maddie Birchall catching, Danica Rath at first, Brea Mock at second, Leah Rowland at short, Avery Ammerman at third base. Ground ball here to second, past second base into center field. A run will score, and Stegman will get the RBI single, go to second on the throw as the ball squirts away. She's safe. So Stegman just past the glove there at second base. Harchie will score. Stegman going to second on the throw to the plate.
Stegman just doing exactly what she needed to do in that situation. Didn't need to do anything too much, just a little ground ball right back up the middle, scores a run, makes it a 2-run game, keeps it within striking distance.
And she'll be aboard at second base, a 5-3 game now. Still a runner in scoring position, and Reagan Hansen at the plate for Grafton. First pitch comes in low. Good block by Birchall behind the plate. Ball 1. Rest of that defense that I was going through for Kindred Richland. Kenzie Fuchsa in left field. Remy DeBoer in center. Jansen Jordheim, the flex player, in right field. Here's a called strike. Even count now. 1 ball, 1 strike. With 2 down and runner on second base for Grafton in the bottom of inning number 5. As they're trying to scratch back after giving up 4 runs in the top half of the inning. They've got 1 back, looking for more, but here's a called strike to put them down. 1 ball, 2 strikes, our count with 2 outs. Reagan Hansen, strikeout and a ground out today, 0 for 2. Kaden Pastoric on deck for the Spoilers. Time called as Hansen steps out of the box and right back in. McDonald rocks and delivers this one. Line back up into center field. They're going to wave Stegman around. She's going to score as the throw comes and cut off by Rath, the first baseman in that pitching circle. And it's going to be back-to-back RBI base hits. A single for Hansen. And that brings now the tying run at the first base. And Kaden Pastoric trying to bring her around.
Great two-out approach there for Hansen. Just going right back up the middle with that, taking the pitch. Again, you don't need to do anything too fancy with it. Just take what the pitcher gives you, go right back at her.
Pitcher Abby McDonald goes at Kaden Pastoric with strike 1 called to begin this at-bat. Hansen aboard on first base. And here's the pitch, ground ball, past the pitcher over to shortstop. Roland will field, she'll throw across. Rath will glove it, and that will be the out. So Grafton gets 2 runs back. It's 5-4. Kindred Richland leads over Grafton. Top of inning number 6 when we come back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
When it comes to insurance, you should be confident that you're choosing the best option. I'm Rich Gerke of Farmers Union Insurance, Hillsborough. Let's find and discuss the best insurance policy for your home, auto, farm, life, or business. Stop in to see Ryan Updahl or I at our Hillsborough office, or give us a call at 701-436-5777. or toll free at 1-800-498-5777. This is Rich Gerke of Farmers Union Insurance, and we look forward to doing business with you.
Top of inning number 6. Kindred Richland Vikings will bat. They lead 5-4 over the Grafton Spoilers. 8-9-1 batters. Danica Rath, Avery Ammerman, and Leah Rowland will bat for the Vikings. There is Nicole Johnson in the pitching circle for the Grafton Spoilers. Grabs everyone around her, come in, talk some let's go, chants and cheers. Gets the softball, and everyone gets back to their spots. Let's get going here in the 6th. Danica Rath, a 1 for 2 today with a single and a flyout. And the pitch is a called strike. So, Kindred Richland looking to add on here in the 6th. The ground ball fall. And this is their 3rd time, about to be the 4th time through the order, or start the 4th time through the order for Kindred Richland batters. Bunt shown, pulled back, swing through, strike 3. Strikeout swinging to end that bat, 1 down. And the number 9 hitter, Avery Ammerman, comes up. She's reached twice, she's been hit by a pitch, and she's walked. So,
this is a big out to get for Grafton here. Don't want to give the top of that order any momentum.
Well, and that's kind of what happened last time there is led off with a walk, and she came in to score on the next pitch, an RBI, or next batter, an RBI triple by Leah Rowland. Part of that 4-run 5th inning. She grounds ball back here, backhanded by the pitcher. Johnson throw across to first is in time for out number 2. Good backhand turn spin throw on target, and 2 down. Got that big out.
We'll see what Kindred wants to do here. Again, she, I want to say last time, did she line out or line over the left fielder's head last time?
Yep.
Just let her swing away here, try to get some momentum going here with 2 outs.
Playing back a little bit in left field. I'd say about halfway's distance in center field. This one is up into left field, and then that one up too high ends up dying and caught in foul territory before it reached the third base bag. So there, difference in what level of wind you hit it into. As it's 3 up, 3 down. Bottom of the 6th inning, Grafton Spoilers come up with the 5, 6, 7 batters, trailing 5-4 on your Golden Harvest Tim Cazette's seed sales scoreboard on yourliveevent.com.
Full Service Foods in Hillsborough provides contract packaging and private label foods for your local and regional retail stores. Full Service Foods is a leader in the upper Midwest for less than truckload quantities for contract manufactured sauces and dressings. They are a privately held company with a reputation for quality and customer service. Full Service Foods is proud to be in Hillsborough and bringing employment opportunities to the area. Find out more at fullservicefoods.com. Full Service Foods of Hillsborough, proud to support this community event.
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank, and I would like to know your story. Our lives and our businesses are comprised of events. We have all had our failures and successes, and these events define our character. If your character includes values like trustworthy, respectful, honest, and responsible, then your story matches well with ours, and we would consider it a privilege to be your financial partner. At the Goose River Bank, we believe that a strong bank builds strong communities. The Goose River Bank, member FDIC.
First pitch popped up in foul territory and off the glove. Danica Rath at first base. Kara Hassan will have second life here as she starts this at bat down 0-1 against Abby McDonald. Grafton Spoilers looking to come back, see if they can take a spot in the state tournament. The liner pop over towards second base. Mock will be under it, and that is out number 1 on the soft little liner. And that brings up now the number 6 hitter, Hannah Larson. Emma Hagen on deck for Grafton. Winner of this game goes to the state tournament. Joining Mayport, CG Haddon, Northwood, Thompson, and Central Cass as the representatives of Class B East Region fast pitch softball. Pitch there in the turf and scooting behind. And in the West Region, here's a good one. Wilton Wing defeats Velva 7-6, the final.
It's a big win for the minors program and Coach Trevor Yerbo.
Yeah, so Wilton Wing will join Beulah as winners in the state qualifiers today as this pitch popped up and going out of play for a fall ball. And then also for the West Region, Mohall, Lansford, Sherwood, Kenmare, Bowbells, and Lax, Burlington, Lewis, and Clark will be in the championship game. There's that one. Should be underway. We're supposed to get started around 6, and we're approaching 7 o'clock. So that one, well, probably in that third, fourth inning.
It's a big game for Mulhall, Lansford, Sherwood, Kenmare, Bowbells to be in. It's kind of a word salad there, but that's a team that hasn't been to the state tournament in a while, and they've been right on the cusp. So it's good to see them break through, and excited to see them out in Jamestown.
Yeah, be good. Didn't get the state tournament last year, so get that East-West matchup this year. And, yeah, certainly seeing that lack of a season last year coming into effect multiple times throughout the regular season with a number of teams.
Yeah, one thing I've noticed is that teams that had a really established battery this year, good returning pitcher, good returning catcher, they've really excelled here this year. It's a nice foundation to be able to build a team on.
There's a ground ball back to the pitcher, McDonald. She'll throw over to first, and that is out number 2. Larson retired on the 1-3 ground out. And we'll bring up Emma Hagan, designated player. She hits here in the 7 spot. She's 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout. Here, Abby McDonald. Again, this her third time through the spoiler order. Here is she's holding on to a 1-run lead. As a ground ball towards second base on a hop, fielded by Amok. Throw it over first in time. And that's the one pitch out for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down. Still a 1-run game. Kindred Richland looking for insurance when we come back. Top of the 7th, they lead over Grafton 5-4. Your Golden Harvest Tim Cassette seat sales scoreboard on yourliveevent.com.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. From sunup to sundown, they're turning quarters into the dollars that drive our rural economy. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
You're never too young to start saving for your future. Dakota Heritage Bank offers the Grow With Us program for kids. It's a young savers club with various incentives, including newsletters, a higher savings rate, bonuses, and more. Contact Dakota Heritage Bank to find out more about the Grow With Us program. Dakota Heritage Bank has 10 locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
7th inning. Kindred Richland leading 5-4. They bat in the top half of this 7th inning. And they have the 2-3-4 batters, so great chance for some extra runs. Here to give them a little extra breathing room as they look to close things out in the bottom of the 7th. 5-4. 4 runs coming in the 5th inning for Kindred Richland. I don't know if it's ironic or what the word is, but every inning that Kindred Richland has scored, Grafton has scored in the bottom half of the inning. The only difference is Kindred Richland scored a few more runs in their half. I don't know what that means. Probably nothing. It just popped out to me on the line out. Here, a pop out here. What a play at first by Pastoric as she's coming in a soft liner into foul territory and almost looked like she kind of baby birded it with her wrist there to kind of get it into the glove. Yeah, you got to get it in the glove, into the nest. Keep it in. Push it in, I don't
Should have
know.
nursed that one.
Yeah.
That's not what I thought baby birding means.
I
but,
don't know. Sometimes words just come out, Corey. Well, that's a quick out number one. As Nicole Johnson fires this one to Abby McDonald. And it's outside for ball one. Really love how this is on YouTube, too.
I'll explain later.
You're gonna take that audio clip and here's the pitch outside for ball two.
Maybe when you're older, I'll explain to you.
One down, bases empty for Abby McDonald. And this one will miss high for ball three. So 3-0. McDonald 0 for 2 today, an error, a walk, and a fielder's choice. She has reached all 3 times, though. And she's up 3-0. And a get-me-over strike called. Here from Nicole Johnson to her battery mate, Reagan Hansen behind the plate. Kaden Pastorik at first base. Skylar Archie at second. Casey Stegman at shortstop. Hannah Larson at third base. Claire Olson left field. Kiara Hassan in center. And Addie Fredrickson in right field. With the pitch swung and missed for strike two. Full count now to Abby McDonald. And the full count delivery is inside for ball four. So a one-out walk fills first base. Brings up Maddie Burchell. 0 for 2 today with a fly out, sacrifice fly, and also a fielder's choice. Just looking through the lineup here outside of that 5th inning, when Harchie, Stegman, Hansen went ground rule double, single, single. Hasn't been a whole lot of base runners grouped up together. Here to score some runs. Here's a ball popped up, out of play. I'll make the call 0-2 to Maddie Burchell. Runner on first and Abby McDonald. She's the pitcher who's going to look to close things out for Kindred Richland in the bottom of the 7th, leading 5-4 right now. Before she does that, she wants to see if she can get around the bases and give herself that extra insurance run.
Johnson needs to be really careful that she doesn't give Burchell anything too good to hit here with an 0-2 count.
Yeah, send her fishing a little bit if they can. Instead, she'll come inside. Ball bounces away from Hansen. Runner breaks for a second. No throw down. Safe at second on a pass ball. And 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count to Maddie Burchell now with the runner in scoring position. So going inside. Let's see if she wants to maybe break it outside on this pitch. And inside again is grounded foul down the third base line.
Trying to go inside with her. She's been pulling it right down the line, so she's not getting fooled on that inside pitch. See if they try to come back for something outside, try to paint the corner here. That umpire's been calling it outside pretty consistently today.
Facing around, then squaring back, swinging away, and again a foul ball. Even got by Coach Brandt there at the third base box. Got to have quick reflexes there.
Yeah. Sam's more athletic than I am, so I couldn't make that play.
I've seen you not make that play. Here's the ball on the outside, ground ball towards short. Check the runner at second, and they're going to get her in a pickle. Here's a throwback to second as she dives in. Out at second. Good job by Stegman to bluff the throw to first. Got the runner McDonald to bite, then chased her back to the bag. Harchie was covering, and she applied the tag after receiving the throw from Stegman, and that is out number 2 to get that lead runner.
Good senior leadership there with that play. No, she didn't have a shot to get Burchell over at first base with her speed. did the next best thing. You try to check down, see if you can get that runner at second to bite, and she did.
So 2 down, and it will be Mackenzie Fuchsa at the plate. First pitch called strike. Fuchsa today, 1 for 1. She's walked, she's singled, and she has an RBI with a sacrifice fly. That was the 4th and final run of that 5th inning for Kindred Richland. It's a pitch outside, missing for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hansen running back the runner Birchall at first. She did have a steal earlier. Here's this ball hit. High left field, coming in, dying in. Shortstop Stegman, she calls him off. She gloves it, and she gives her team a chance to try and come back now in the bottom of the 7th. Trailing 5-4 on your Golden Harvest Tim Cazette seed sales scoreboard on yourliveevent.com.
You may know that Big Tex Trailers already offers you industry-leading features like mega ramps, HD suspension, and the all-new hydraulic dovetail. Every time you hook on, know that your Big Tex is up for the job. See Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough to find out what owning a Big Tex can do for you. Shop the full line of Big Tex products from ATV trailers to goosenecks to dump trailers and more. Visit your Big Tex dealer, Bloomfield Enterprises, Hillsborough. Contact him at 701-430-0877.
There's a lot to love about Hillsborough, North Dakota. Top-notch school district with fantastic facilities and growing enrollment. Great healthcare and friendly people. Nestled between 2 of North Dakota's largest cities, Hillsborough embodies a small-town atmosphere that is sure to make you feel right at home. The HEDC and City of Hillsborough invites you to pay a visit and experience Hillsborough. Visit hillsborough-nd.com to learn more about Hillsborough, a small town with big opportunity.
The unknown consumes so much of our lives. That's why Concordia College in Moorhead, Minnesota is committed to providing clarity. We recognize that comparing colleges, especially the price, can be confusing. Concordia has always been a place where students of all economic backgrounds find success. And for next fall, we are reducing tuition by more than $15,000 so that any student who can imagine themselves at Concordia can be a Cobber. Now's the time to take a look at Concordia College, Moorhead, Minnesota. ConcordiaNow.com.
Bottom of the 7th inning, leadoff batter takes the first pitch for a called strike 1 as we have a pinch hitter for Grafton here as Haley Berg will be the pinch hitter. It's the first pitch for a strike 1. Now this pitch fouled into the Kindred Richland first base dugout for strike 2. Spoilers need a run. Trailing 5-4, bottom of the 7th inning, their season on the line. Here's Abby McDonald trying to close things out in the circle for the Vikings. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 and 1 up, 1 down. Bring up Claire Olson for Grafton. Top of the order on deck after that.
Coach Messner just rolling the dice, seeing if he can get some magic off the bench there, get a runner on base. Tough situation to come into. At least you went down swinging.
Olsen will take the first pitch. There's a called strike again on that outside part of the plate. McDonald gets it across. Kindred Richland with 5 runs on 4 hits, 1 error, 6 runners left on base. And Grafton Spoilers with 4 runs on 5 hits, 2 errors, 3 runners left on base. In-game update from Farmers Union Insurance of Hillsborough. Rich Gerke, Ryan Opdahl. Home Auto Farm Business Insurance with Farmers Union Insurance in Hillsborough. 0-2 with 1 out. And called strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts. And last chance, 1 out or 1 run will decide whether Grafton's season continues or if it ends. Kylie Hartshee, 1 for 3 today with a ground out, a fly out, and a ground rule double. Came around to score a run in that 2-run 5th inning.
See, they're playing her out deep to right field, trying to prevent that from happening again. What happened last at bat?
She'll take the first pitch as McDonald bumps it through. Looking to close it out, get back to the state tournament. Vikings with a long history of performing at the state tournament. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the offering is swung on, ground ball up the middle. A slow roller, picked that short. Nope. Couldn't handle it as Roland coming in, trying to make that in front of the second base bag, and ball just couldn't field it. Archie down the line. I think even if it was fielded, it looked like she would have beat the throw out. So she'll be aboard with an infield single. And now brings up Casey Stegman. We'll see Archie if they want to try and run her. Burchell, a good catcher behind the plate, but you want to get that tie and run into scoring position. Here's the first pitch, a swing and a miss. Strike 1. Stegman swings through that one. Stegman 1 for 3 today with a ground out, a fielder's choice, and an RBI single. She could use another one. She takes the pitch and swings through it for strike 2. Burchell, that's aware of the runner, but more so instead of run her back, just get the ball to the pitcher in the circle quickly and make her return to the base that way, or decide which base she's going to go to. Last strike for Grafton, down 0-2. Here's the pitch, and a flare shot foul down the right field line.
Just trying to fight off that outside pitch on that one. Didn't want to roll the dice to see if that was going to be called for a ball or a strike.
And with the way that location or that area has been given, you gotta be free swinging at it. We'll see here if McDonald wants to go back to her inside. Here's the pitch. This one flared shot over the head of the second baseman into right field. And Archie will stop at second as it's got to quickly. Jansen Jordheim, good reaction to get there, cut it off. And while the inning continues, they didn't let her advance past second base. We'll bring up Reagan Hansen. She had an RBI single her last time up. She's 1 for 3, also a strikeout and a ground out. That tying run on second base, winning run on first base. 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th inning. First pitch fouled out of play. You can see Central Cass Squirrel players, Thompson Tommy players gathering around. They want to get out in the dugout. 1, because might get them out of the wind a little bit, and 2, they want to get out playing. Flare shot here, just bouncing up the line. It will go foul as it lands in front of Rath charging in, and had an awkward play to field it without running into the runner Hansen. So she just lets it bounce fall, and that's strike 2.
Been trying to go inside on Hansen, trying to get her to pull some into the left side, try to get that lead runner out there. See if they go back to that spot or try to get her chasing something outside.
Got a 2-strike hit from Stegman. Hansen trying to do the same. Here's the 0-2 offering. Up high for a ball.
So they wanted to go back inside on that one, see if she could chase something up high.
Yeah, if nothing else, a waste pitch there just to adjust the batter's eyes.
Yeah, no reason to throw a strike in that situation.
So 1-2. This one swing and a miss, and Kindred Richland advances to the state tournament. 5-4 your final score as the Vikings take a 4-run 5th inning to defeat the Grafton Spoilers. They will be the 4th team to represent the East region at the state tournament. Stay with us. We'll have more coming up. Your post-game report on yourliveevent.com. Kindred Richland defeats Grafton 5-4. The final score on your Golden Harvest Tim Kazette seat sales scoreboard.
You asked, how will Enbridge's Line 3 replacement help keep the environment safe? Well, nothing is more important to us than the safety of the environment and the people of Minnesota. That's why we're replacing an aging pipeline with much safer, state-of-the-art infrastructure along a route that avoids impacts to people and the environment. Safety and environmental protection are Enbridge's core values and the very foundation of our business. Learn more at enbridge.com/line3US.
You can count on Beth Teagues at Hankinson Insurance to be a team player. Beth has over 30 years of experience as an independent agent. She can match each client with the company that offers the best fit for their unique personal and commercial auto, home, farm, business, crop, hail, and life insurance needs. Auto owners, Farmers Alliance, Grinnell Mutual, Northwest GF Mutual, Progressive, State Auto, and others. Call Hankinson Insurance at 701-242-7822. Best of luck to all area teams and players.
The Hillsborough and Central Valley School Districts congratulate the seniors on your success, and they wish you well in your future endeavors. They encourage you to step into your future secure in the knowledge that this world needs you and the unique, inspiring gifts that only you can give. Best wishes go with you, graduates, as you prepare for the greater challenges ahead and a world of new possibilities. Congratulations, graduates, from the administration, staff, and students at the Hillsborough and Central Valley School Districts. At Hillsborough Drug and Gift, you can find a lot of new spring items and gift ideas to check out. There's everything from new spring decor to gifts for any occasion. Find gift items for Mother's Day, confirmation, graduation, weddings, also birthdays and anniversaries too. Of course, you'll find a great selection of greeting cards for all occasions. Stop in and see what's new at Hillsborough Drug and Gift. And don't forget about your pharmacy and healthcare needs too. They provide in-town delivery and offer mail-out services for their customers. Hillsborough Drug and Gift, your locally owned Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Your final score, the Kindred Richland Vikings defeat the Grafton Spoilers 5-4. Your final score. So we go to our game summary in this one. Second inning, Kindred Richland gets on the board here with Danica Rath picks up an RBI on a bunt sacrifice attempt that ended up beating it out. Then the runner trying to come in to score from third, thrown out, scores, and then another runner trying to come in on an error on that same play, thrown out at the plate, and Rath ended up at third. A wild play that resulted in a run scoring, the key part for Kindred Richland. Grafton would come back in the bottom of the second inning, though, with RBI singles from Hannah Larson and an RBI groundout from Emma Hagen to get the first two runs in. They would lead 2-1. Fast forward to the top of the fifth inning. Kindred gets 4 runs across as they get a leadoff a walk, and then the top of the order gets a RBI triple, a base hit, a RBI on a fielder's choice, and back-to-back sacrifice flies to plate those 4 runs coming in, and 5-2. 5-4 was where it was quickly as Grafton in that fifth inning would get 2-out ground rule double, followed by a pair of 2-out RBI singles from Casey Stegman and Reagan Hansen, and they would cut the lead down to just 1 run, but down 1-2-3 in the sixth, trying to get magic again in the seventh with, again, 2 outs and a pair of singles, put the tying run in scoring position at second base, but able to go and strike out the side. Abby McDonald gets the final strikeout. Kindred Richland advances to the state tournament to behind their 5-4 victory. Here as we look at our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection in this one. And the connection for our game here today was the RBI triple from Leah Rowland as she hit it over the left fielder's head and went all the way to third base, brought in that run. That at the time tied it up, and then her run scored on the next batter was the go-ahead run. Kindred Richland with the RBI triple from Leah Rowland. Our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. Halstead Telephone Company is how to connect. You can discover local reliability you can trust at halsteadtel.com. And that's going to roll us as well right into our Enbridge Energy player of the game. Here today, we're going to go from the Kindred Richland Vikings. We'll go with Maddie Burchell as she did go 0 of 3 at the plate, but picked up an RBI, also stole a base as well here, and defensively did a nice job behind the plate too, as made some things happen there to get some runners and keep them from advancing, and she'll be our Enbridge Energy player of the game here today for the Vikings. So we'll take a quick break. Be back with more of our post-game report coming up on YourLiveEvent.com.
Farmers, what do you like on your salad? I'm kind of a Caesar salad kind of guy myself. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance. Now, I am no chef, but I would say a Caesar salad is way tastier to eat than a corn or soybean salad this summer. If you haven't bought your hail insurance yet, give us a call. We would be glad to help, but just don't wait too long because it's way more profitable to bring that crop to the elevator than eat a shredded corn and bean salad all summer long. For more information on our crop hail coverages, go to IrieInsurance.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Dakota Heritage Bank, serving you with 10 locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota, has a strong background in ag and business lending, but can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. Dakota Heritage Bank is a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. Our friendly staff greets you with a smile, takes the time to get to know you, and can help with your banking needs. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
RDK Enterprises precision play of the game in the Kindred Richland 5-4 victory over the Grafton Spoilers. Precision in this one. Go to that seventh inning. Abby McDonald in the pitching circle and needing to close things out. She gets the first two batters down on strikeouts and then unfortunately for her, gives up a couple of singles with 2 outs and the tying run on second base in scoring position. And what do? You pump strike 3 by the next batter and get out of the inning there with the late inning precision to get the strikeout, get the victory, and the Kindred Richland Vikings advance by 5-4 victory. Your RDK Enterprises precision play of the game from RDK Enterprises, Hillsboro, and Drayton. When you're thinking about upgrading your planter, visit with the guys. Go online, planterdoc.com. RDK Enterprises, they are precision. Here today with our precision play of the game, the strikeout to end the game for Abby McDonald. So we continue on with our post-game report here. As we're all good there, right? Yeah. Let's go to our final stats here. Final stats, we start with the Grafton Spoilers. Batting-wise, Kylie Harchie was 2 for 4 at the plate with a run scored, a single, a double. It was Casey Stegman going 2 for 4 with a run scored, pair of singles, and an RBI. Reagan Hansen was 1 for 4 at the plate with a single and RBI. It was Kaden Pastorik would be 1 for 3 with a run scored and a single. Kira Hassan would be 0 for 3 at the plate. Hannah Larson would be 1 for 3 with a run scored, a single, and an RBI. Emma Hagan was 0 for 3 at the plate with an RBI. It was Nicole Johnson going 0 for 2 at the plate in this one. Claire Olson would be 0 for 2 at the plate with a walk. And it would be Haley Berg 0 for 1 today for Grafton. Fielding-wise, the Spoilers had 2 errors in the game. Pitching-wise, for Grafton, Nicole Johnson will take the loss. She goes 7 innings on 109 pitches, 5 runs, 4 earned runs given up, 2 strikeouts, 4 hits, 5 walks, and a hit batter allowed. For Grafton, it was 4 runs on 7 hits, 2 errors, and 5 runners left on base. For Kindred Richland, Leah Rowland was 1 for 4 with a run scored, a triple, and an RBI. Rhea Mock was 1 for 4 with a run scored, a single, and a stolen base. Abby McDonald will be 1 for 2 at the plate with a run scored, an RBI, 2 walks in the game. Maddie Birchall 0 for 3 with an RBI and a stolen base. Also a sacrifice in the game. Mackenzie Fuchsa would be 1 for 2 with a single, an RBI, a walk, a stolen base, and a sacrifice. Remy DeBoard was 0 for 1 with a walk and a sacrifice. Was Cora Johnson 0 for 3 with a run scored. Danica Rath would be 1 for 3 with a single and RBI. It would be Avery Ammerman with 0 for 1 with a walk and was also hit by a pitch, plus stole a base in this one. Fielding-wise, the Vikings had 1 error in the game. And pitching, it was Abby McDonald going the complete game victory. 7 innings on 103 pitches, 4 earned runs given up, 8 strikeouts, 7 hits, 1 walk allowed in the game. Kindred Richland Vikings with 5 runs on 4 hits, 1 error, 6 runners left on base, and they pick up the victory. They'll represent the East Region at the state tournament next week in Jamestown. It's our final score in game number 2. We're going to get ready to switch over to game number 3. It's the East Region Championship coming up here between Thompson and Central Cass. Here, again, earlier today, Mayport CG had to Northwood come from behind victory over Northern Cass. They will go to the state tournament, joining Kindred, Richland, and Thompson and Central Cass, going to represent the East Region next week in Jamestown. Thanks again for watching to our broadcast here tonight. Thank you, the viewer. Also, thanks to all the sponsors you've seen throughout our broadcast coverage. We ask whenever possible, please patronize those businesses. At the very least, tell them thank you. They're the ones that allow us to be here with our coverage. Our coverage continues with North Dakota Class B East Region Softball Championship coming up next. Our final in this game, Kindred Richland, 5-4 winners over the Grafton Spoilers on YourLiveEvent.com.